and then their mom and dad are behind them. So it's about inheritance and abundance, but this guy is the magician from the first card in the tarot, and he's gone through the whole journey through all the cards, which that's what it is a journey of consciousness, and he is the wise one. And part of his wisdom is he teaches, but he can read, he can understand how much to give a person, how much knowledge to impart, because they might not be ready for more. And he's wise enough to know the difference. So we'll work on our wisdom this morning. So, in other words, we don't go around twisting arms and forcing any teachings out of exuberance or whatever. And Kitten is going to reinforce all of that. So we'll just start with our centering and lift in the spine. Plant your sitting bones into the mat or your cushion, whatever you're sitting on, and send your energy down into the earth from your root chakra. And what I'm going to do is change this over here. Oh, there's Pat. Yeah. And as you ground into the earth, draw her energy up with your awareness as you come back into your body. Draw it up into your root chakra. Send the energy all around your legs and feet. Some of our wisdom comes from our relationship with the Earth Mother. Much of it comes through experience with trial and error, learning to listen to our intuition more and more. So just let go of the week's activities, concerns. Come to your center. Allow yourself to calm. And as you become more and more quiet, bring your awareness to your breath. Notice if there's any forcing. around your breath. Or is it filled with ease? And become aware of your mind, your emotions. Come into focus in the present moment. And check in with your body to see just what it might be needing this morning. It's Friday morning. We're heading into the weekend. See if you have any tension from the week's activities and news. And speaking of wisdom, our bodies have their own intelligence, and we can tune into that and be guided by it, by the sensations that we feel. Now we'll attune to breath, just bringing palms together over your heart. Breathe your deep breath. Use your ujjayi if you wish, if you remember it. And make it a long exhale as you come down. One more round. Excuse me. Cleansing breath, centering, relaxing. All right. So just stretch your legs out in front of you. Shake out your knees. Windshield wipers. Some circles in your ankles. Reverse. Now, sitting tall, press the back of your legs against the mat, flex your feet, sitting tall in Dandasana, the staff pose. Let your shoulder blades draw down your back. And then point your toes. And then just squeeze your toes and stretch them out. All right. So just coming up onto the balls of your feet to loosen a little bit more, rocking forward and back. Then rest with your heels towards the floor. They may not come all the way down, but feel the stretch up your low leg in the back, ankle. All right. And then just separate your feet for our hip openers, opening one knee and then the other. And come down into center in Malasana. But before you bring your palms together, just give a few circles to your wrists, each direction. You can press your knees open and lift up. That'll help you balance. And then fingers, bring the energy down into your fingers. And then bring palms together and see if you can press your knees open as you bring your thumbs to your heart chakra at your sternum. And then if you feel a little tight this morning, just rock side to side. And then bring your palms or your fingertips back onto the floor. Bring your feet together once again. At least your knees, your ankles don't have to touch, but just lower your knees down onto the mat. Now it's optional. You can keep your toes bent underneath your, at the balls of your feet, or you can let the tops of your feet onto the floor. But we're just going to stretch our thighs. So leaning back, away from your knees. Curl your hips under. Just open your shoulders and lift your heart center up to the ceiling. Head either direction, chin to your chest or take it back in a stretch. Now with your hands near your feet, just press down on your hands and press your hips forward to stretch a little bit more in your thighs. Our thighs do so much work and they're the largest muscle group in the body, so we want to give them some attention this morning. So just come into the stretch and then sit back on your heels and take in a breath. Exhale and stretch, hips pressing forward. All right, and one more time. Breathe and lift. And then release. Come forward. Work out your fingers if you need to. And then come up onto your knees and pull back towards the center of your mat. Just lifting up onto your knees and bring your left heel forward, your left leg, but flex the foot and have the heel on the mat. Okay. Then you can walk your hands down your leg or just bring your fingertips to the mat and try to keep the hip bones both pointing equally forward. Take in a breath. Exhale as you flex your foot, stretch down over your leg in center, not bringing your body over to the side, but just coming down towards your leg. and then lift up. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, lift. And last time, exhale, stretch down over your leg and release, and just switch legs. Bringing the heel forward. If your knees are a little sensitive, you can overlap your mat or put a towel or cushion under the supporting knee. Bring your fingertips onto the mat. Flex your foot really well. Take in your breath and lengthen through your spinal column. Exhale and just lower down. Keep the legs straight. Lower down in center over your leg, and then just lift up out of the stretch. Breathe. Exhale down. Breathe. Exhale down. Last time. All right. Now just come up into standing. We'll come into ragdoll or head to knee, whichever you feel is best for you right now. No bite. No bite. Nuh-uh. No bite. Good girl. And then just lift up. Toes pointing forward and breathe, arms up overhead. And reach. Pressing feet deep into the earth's energy. Lifting up out of your hips, out of your ribs, out of your shoulders. Lift the top of your head. And then bring your arms parallel to the floor. Taking a breath. Step your feet hip width apart or shoulder width apart and bend your knees into chair pose. Activate your abdomen, the low abdomen. And then come back up and release your arms. Okay, so in winter or cold weather, there are some ways we can use the Hara breath, which is at the abdomen, your solar plexus, to heat your body. So we're going to do that. And one way is Prana Pulls. So just come into standing, toes forward. Let's circle around in our shoulders. We'll be using our arms. So but go both directions. And I'm going to have to remove one little playful cat. Up you go. Up you go. She seems to think that yoga time is playtime. Okay, so toes forward. The Prana Pulls, what we're going to do is just reach one arm forward as though you're reaching for energy. Taking a breath and pull it back with a ha. And then other arm, grab some energy, pull it back with a ha. Now, this is at your rib area, not high or low, just right at your ribs, just above your waist. So just continue on. Breathe. Ha. 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 Once more each arm. Ha. And ha. Now we're going to add a leg. So we're going to breathe. Ha. Ha. Same arm, same leg. Ha. 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 One more. Ha. Other arm, leg, reach. Ha. 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 Good. Ha. One more. Ha. Now both. Ha. Both knees, right? No. Unless you want to jump. Reach. Ha. 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 All right. So now we can also go the other direction with some punches. So take in a breath, make a soft fist and punch. Ha. Bring it back. Breathe. Ha. Inhale. Ha. 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 Once more each arm. Ha. Ha. All right. Prana pulls above the head. Pull in some of that God force energy. Reach for it. Light. Breathe. Down to your ribs. Ha. 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 Knees. Ha. One knee. Other knee. Ha. 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 Once more. Each leg. Ha. Ha. And reach up. Take a breath. Open out and hinge forward in your hips in a swan dive. Exhale down. Head to knee. Walk forward on your mat. Feet are hip width apart. And just swing around your legs a little bit. All right. Now soften your knees. Take the left leg back. You can let the whole foot down on the floor for now. Bend the front knee and just lift up into warrior one. Align your hips and let that back heel up off the floor. Reach arms up overhead. Deepen your pose as you're able. Deeper. You might need to extend your back leg back more. Now, bring your palms together, interlace your fingers except for the index finger for Kali Mudra, and reach up through those fingertips. Squeeze your ears, lift the ribs, look up. Bring your head to center, reach up through your fingertips, breathe, and separate your hands, open around into your warrior two, kitty fur. Sorry. Align your feet. So the heel on the front foot is at about the arch on the back foot. And some vinyasa. Just breathe the knee in. Exhale it out. Breathe in. Exhale out. Draw the tummy and the ribs up. And come into a hold in your warrior two pose, gazing over the fingertips, over the bent knee. Now draw the knee in, inhale, and pull around facing center. Bring the back foot in a little bit closer so that you can get your hips around. Now go all the way around. Let that back heel out if it needs to. Reach for your front leg for a twisted triangle or triangle twist. You can also bring your fingertips to the floor and open the chest towards that right knee, the right leg. Look up into your palm. Bring that hand down on the other side of the front foot and bend your knee. Bring your palms down on the floor and step back into a plank. And just a few mini push-ups. Bend. Strengthen, tone your arms and shoulders, upper back, and core muscles. All right. Just walk your feet into your hands, head to knee, and reverse swan, arms out to the side. Use your core muscles, lift with their crown, using the strength of your legs. Good. Bring your palms up overhead. Interlace fingers into Kali Mudra. We'll just step into Warrior One from here. So soften the knees, take your right leg back, let the foot down, align your hips, and then bring that heel up. Whoops. As you align in your pose, reaching up, stretching those psoas muscles, squeezing the ears, lift the chest, look up. Leaning back. And bring your head back to center, separate your hands, and pivot into Warrior Two. Breathe. Exhale. Align your feet. Open the front knee. Hips points forward. And a few vinyasa moves. Breathe. Exhale out. Exhale out and hold your pose. Perfect your pose. Align. Shoulder blades down. Now just bring the back foot in a couple of inches. Pivot around to the front. Let that heel out if it needs to. Straighten the front knee and just go on around to the side for your triangle twist. Reach with your right hand down onto your left leg or onto the floor. And then open the chest to the wall opposite. Look up into your hand. Remember to breathe nice deep breaths. Now bring that hand down, bend the front knee, and step back into a plank pose, and a few more mini push-ups. Let your knees down and pull back into puppy stretch. You might have to move your knees back, and that's fine. Open the shoulder joints, press down in your palms and pull back, and then press down towards the floor. Being mindful so that you don't tear anything or injure yourself. So that's the wisdom of the body, listening to the sensation in your yoga stretches and poses. Separate your palms just a little bit and press down in your palms, and you don't have to touch the mat with your nose, but slide your nose forward, roll it up, passing through a gentle cobra, pull it back, breathe, and exhale. Your elbows can go out to the side for this one. Let your hips down, roll up. Try to use the strength of your back to lift. Pull back, inhale, and stretch it forward, roll. Let your body down. Bring your elbows in at this point. Legs together. Press down in the pubic triangle. Lengthen in your neck. Press the legs down, the hips. Take in a breath. And lift your upper body and hands off the floor. Just lift up and lower down. Breathe. Lift. And release. Breathe. Lift. Hold. Breathe. Hold. Lift. Let your palms down onto the mat and press up into your cobra. Elbows towards your ribs. Breathe. Keep pressing your hips down. Engage your glutes. Look up. Pull shoulder blades down. All right. Press up and back into child's pose. Stretch out your back. Stretching from all the work that you just did. All right. Just lift, reach your arms forward into puppy stretch. And then lift up onto hands and knees. Separate your knees hip width apart. Toes under for your downward facing dog. Press your heels into the mat. Tilt your hips up. All right, and walk your feet in. And a reverse swan. Legs are straight and strong. Use your abs, arms out to the side, and lift the crown, arms up overhead, palms together down over your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Draw your navel up and in. Pull it up and in so that it helps you align with your low back, your posture. And then open your eyes, separate your feet a little bit, release your arms and come into a standing twist. Lift the outside heel. Back to center. All right. So coming into Tadasana, just lift your shoulders up. Inhale. Back. Exhale. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Tummy pulled in. And just breathe, palms together. Overlap one thumb. Exhale. Scoop it forward, up and back into a standing back bend. Lengthen in your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Head to knee pose. Take your left leg back into sun pose. Lift your chin. Plank. Cobra. Start with chaturanga and scoop it forward. Let your body down onto the floor. Lift into cobra. Breathe. Exhale. Down dog. And draw your left foot forward. Sun pose. Lift your chin. Step the back foot in. Head to knee. And reverse swan. Inhale, lift up. Palms together over your heart. Breathe a normalizing deep breath. And overlap one thumb. Inhale. Exhale, scoop it forward, up and back. Standing back bend. Engage your hips so that you protect your low back. Lengthen. Lift your chest. Breathe. Exhale, head to knee. And take your right leg back. Lift your chin. Back into the plank. Cobra. You can let your knees down if you need to. Otherwise, chaturanga, scoop it forward, up into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step the right leg in. Sun pose. Step it in. Head to knee. This time, palms together, overlap one thumb, scoop it out, up, use the strength of your legs, reach, up and back, breathe. Exhale, palms over your heart. Pause. Now reflect on your sun salute. Was there any place that you went a little too far? Any part of it where you didn't go as far as you might have without hurting yourself? How does your body feel right now? Just turn, even with your eyes closed, turn to one side as though you were doing a twist, which you are. Come around to center, breathe, go to the other side. How does your body feel? Move your legs, bending one knee then the other, and see how they feel. Hips, back. And if everything feels well and in alignment, then we're going to repeat sun salute. Take in your breath. And exhale, scooping it forward, up, inhale back. Exhale, head to knee. Left leg back, sun pose. Breathe in. Exhale into plank. Hold the exhale, scoop it into cobra, inhale, up in cobra. Toes under, exhale into down dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Sun pose. And step it in, head to knee. Palms together, overlap one thumb. Inhale, lift. And palms over your heart, exhale. Take one normalizing breath. Overlap one thumb, inhale. Exhale, scoop it forward. Open back. Head to knee, exhale. This time, take your right leg back, sun pose. Take in a breath. Exhale into plank. Hold the exhale, chaturanga into cobra. Inhale up in cobra. Toes under, exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Sun pose. And step it in. Exhale, head to knee. Palms together, inhale. Up and back. And palms over your heart. Pause, breathe. All right, now taking a breath. Scoop it forward, up and back. Exhale, head to knee. Now soften your knees. Take your right leg back into sun pose. Then bring that foot in behind your right hand and lower down into pigeon. We'll open the hips a little bit more here and the back as well. If you feel you need it, you can take your right hand on the back of your hip and gently assist bringing that hip around to the front. Lift up in your heart and your ribs. Relax the back, stretch the front of your body. Relax your hips, breathe into them. And then bring both palms in front. Come down into sleeping pigeon. Now lift your head. Bring your left arm under you. Take the back foot and place the arch of your foot on the floor and flex your foot so that it's like you're standing on it. Then open the hip. Use both hands. Take your left leg, lift your hips, and just place that foot on top of the back foot and come into a side plank on the forearm. And let your hips back down onto the floor. Come around onto hands and knees. Just walk your feet in and lift up. Reversed swan, bringing palms together. Down past your heart. Head to knee pose. And step your left leg back into sun pose. And then just wiggle your right foot over for your pigeon. And let your body down, top of the back foot. The ideal alignment is the shin is aligned with the front end of your mat. It may or may not stay there as you stretch, but just have a picture in mind. Then if you want, you can bring your hand on the back of your hip and just assist, encouraging that hip forward, lifting the chest. Compare this side to the first side. And bring your head forward, and then bring your arms down in front. You can overlap or just make them parallel, coming down for sleeping pigeon. All right, now just lift up. Bring your forearm underneath you. Turn the back foot down, arch facing the floor. Flex the foot, straighten the knee, and just slide your right leg down. Lift your hips and place the foot over the left foot. Bring your arm up and look up. And just let your hips down gently. Bend your knees. Swing your body around facing forward. So both knees vertical, bring the feet in. Wrap your right arm around your legs and reach forward with your left arm. Breathe it up. Next to your ear, open the chest and ribs towards the wall opposite you and bring your arm down into your twist. Look over your shoulder. And press your sitting bones down. Hold on well to your legs, firmly hold, and breathe as you lift your left arm back up next to your ear. And just bring it forward, wrapping it around your legs. And then take your right arm and scoop it up. Inhale. And rotate around. And lower your arm, holding your twists, and breathe. Relax. Elongate your spine. Press down in your sitting bones. Lift up through your crown. Now press down in your sitting bones as you breathe your right arm up next to your ear, still facing the wall. And then exhale and bring it around to center. Just separate your feet and your knees, palms on your shins or knees, and just a couple of cats, rounding and arching. All right, come into easy pose. We'll work with pranayama. We'll work with the Nadi, Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So sit in half lotus or lotus, whatever helps you to meditate. And then take your right hand, draw in your index finger and the second finger, cup your hand, bring your right thumb to your right nostril. Take in a breath. As you exhale, close the right nostril, exhale through the left nostril, inhale through the left. Switch, close off the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close off the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Now for a better experience of relaxation, you can count with this. So you inhale to a count of 4. Close off. Exhale to a count of 8. Double your inhale as you exhale out the left. Excuse me. Inhale left to a count of 4. Exhale right to a count of 8. And we'll continue just for a few minutes. One more full round. And then if you need a Kleenex, then get your Kleenex and then prepare for Shavasana. Allow yourself to relax deeply down into your center. Let go in your body, no holding. You are safe to relax. Now, at your deepest state of relaxation, generate the feeling of gratitude for what you've just accomplished and for the unseen forces working with you. And start to bring your awareness back to your body, being present in the room, aware of sounds, sensations. Excuse me, start to bring some little moves into your hands and feet. And taking a deep breath, lift your arms up overhead, back to the floor. Stretch long, reach through your feet. You can flex and point your toes if you want. Lengthen. And on your next major exhale, bring your arms back to your sides and lift your knees to your chest for a stretch. And then roll to one side and come up into sitting. And bring your hands into your favorite mudra to seal in all those benefits, energy. And then bring palms in. So may your wisdom be apparent so that you can recognize it, giving you confidence and bringing you all that abundance shown in the Ten of Pentacles. Have a warm weekend, everybody. Namaste.
Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. I wish you well with your teaching today.
Hey, Jody, do we have an update on Courtney and the baby?
We